Hey y'all, Andrea from Andrea Speaks TV back to bring you news and commentary you can use. Listen y'all, this is a very quick video. I literally have like 5 minutes or less to tell y'all what's going on. Listen, thank you so much for supporting the channel. I've been on the go, y'all. I've been on the go, but I'm back with another video. Listen, I'm gonna follow up with this video. I'm gonna follow up this video with another video, so stay tuned, okay? I won't be able to talk about everything in this video. Listen, I've been bringing you up-to-date coverage on the migrant crisis, okay? I want to talk about this border bill, okay? So at the time of this particular video, there is a border bill, okay? Let me tell you about that. So according to my sources, y'all, a group of bipartisan senators and White House officials say they've negotiated a deal that would solve some of the border crisis, okay? Some of the problems surrounding the border crisis, migrant crisis. Listen, if passed, okay, according to my sources, if passed, the measures would amount to some of the most, what they call, significant changes in U.S. immigration policy in decades. Now, President Joe Biden, okay, he has said that he'll sign the legislation, and then former President Donald Trump's name was thrown in it. And they're saying that he's actually pushing Republican lawmakers not to pass it, okay? And House Republican leaders, according to my sources, have called it, and I quote, dead on arrival, okay, even if it clears the Senate. Now, let's talk about what's going on and what's important to pay attention to here, okay? We already know it seems like our borders are wide open. Thousands, if not millions, have already come into the country. For, you know, whatever reason, whether it's to seek a better way of life, to flee a war-torn country. Many of you have shared your thoughts and opinions about why you think they're coming or being allowed to come. Listen, under this bill, okay, and like I said, I'm gonna follow up with another video. Under this bill, they're proposing new emergency border restrictions. For example, it says that once illegal border crossings reach a certain threshold, the Department of Homeland Security would be required to exercise a new emergency authority that bars migrants except unaccompanied minors from crossing the border between ports of entry, okay? The authority would automatically kick in if crossings rise above 5,000 on average per day or on a given week, okay? Or 8,500 in a single week. Also, they're proposing major changes to asylum. Asylum officers from U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services will decide on the asylum cases of migrants at the border. The legal standard of proof for passing an initial screening will be higher, according to my sources, and those applying will also have to prove that they could not have moved to another part of their country to avoid persecution, okay? There's also, according to my sources, growing use of, and I quote, alternatives to detention, okay? The use of alternatives to detention like ankle monitors and special cell phones used for check-in with authorities is already on the rise, okay? This proposal would expand the use of these alternatives as those who are allowed into the U.S. to continue their asylum cases will be placed into the program, all right? Some immigrants under this proposed bill would also get more protections, but many are left out. And I'll follow up and talk about those groups in the next video. But that's pretty much what they're talking about, y'all. So do you feel, oh, let me also mention this, y'all. Do you know that in this proposed bill, they're also tying in aid to Ukraine? Why can't this be two separate issues? Okay, I think that is why, based on some of my research, that there are some who are opposed to what they're actually proposing. Okay, let me see if I can go back and speak on that, okay? Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. Listen, my sources say that the proposed changes to the immigration system are tied to foreign aid for Ukraine and Israel, okay? The border bill also comes with a big budget, including large amounts of funding for enforcement, okay? Senior Director of Government Relations for the American Immigration Lawyers Association, Greg Chin, had this to say, and I quote, "The bill is probably the most extensive border funding and security package that we've seen in decades." That's what he's saying, y'all. And he also was quoted as saying these are massive resources that will be given to the Department of Homeland Security, or DHS, and other immigration agencies on the order of essentially $20 billion, okay? I'm out of time, y'all. Listen, let me know your thoughts, okay? Are we about to get some real solutions? You feel like with this border bill, or does it miss the mark completely? What should be included in the border bill? What should be excluded in the border bill? Okay, I want to know your thoughts. Listen, I will come back on and give you all another update on this. I just want to take some time out of my very busy day to update you. Okay, thank you so much for trusting me to bring you news and commentary you can use. I appreciate you so much. Stay tuned for more news and commentary you can use right here on Andrea Speaks TV.